Hi my friends, this is me, Robbie, and this is a video where I'm going to respond to one particular email, and of course I'll keep the person not anonymous. Anything less would be unprofessional, to say the least. And the question is, I'll read out the email, right? So that person says that the day before he'd been talking to his friend in English, and he was saying that, and I'm quoting now, right? Your English is okay, you are quite fluent, but you are not using big and expression words. Big words and expression words. But Robbie, I want to know is how important it is when you are talking to somebody in English. Should you use big and expression words? According to me, in communication, understanding is important. People should be understanding what you're saying. Okay, so the question is how important it is to use sophisticated, long, elaborate words and different expressions and idioms. And is that a problem if your speech is too plain? You're using short sentences, simple words. The simple answer is no, it's not a problem, it's fine. I completely agree with you, I agree with you 100% as far as you're understood and you can explain your point and convey the message properly and effectively. You're fine, that's the first and foremost task of any communication, whether it's verbal or written, to get the message across, to be understood. That's it, task accomplished. And but if we look at this issue thoroughly, a bit more deeply, then of course it's a double-edged sword, You may want to develop your other means of expression as well, because that way you'll sound a little bit more native-like, and you'll find it actually easier to explain your point of view on certain occasions, because by using idioms and different expressions, it'll come easier. But what I would suggest is, don't be worried, If your English is fluent, and you probably know it already, right? That's fine. Congratulations, my friend. You're there. You're a fluent English speaker. You're falling into that category, and that's fine. You're one of the club, right? I'm sorry. But, of course, you have to keep working on your fluency, and that's what I've been doing constantly, on a constant, regular basis, I'm reading, listening, and I'm trying to adapt different means of expression by memorizing them, repeating them, and using in my own speech, So that's what I suggest you do. Heed to your friends and my advice, yes. Try to use different expressions and phrases in your speech, but don't be beaten down and don't listen to him when he says, listen, your English is fluent, but you should this or that. No, your English is fluent, full stop. You should be basking in the awareness, in the knowledge that your English is fluent after all, right? You're a fluent English speaker. You have to approach the whole thing from this angle, You've got to stay confident. Your self-esteem has to be high. You've got to believe in yourself, because only by being in this mental state of high confidence you can improve your fluency, And actually, speaking of sophisticated vocabulary, I suggest you read this article, please, right? Everything is explained there in the very detail. And to put it simply, sophisticated vocabulary, big words, smart words are not a necessity. Everything can be explained using plain language, and it's not by no means bad, in itself. it's different strokes for different folks, as they say, whatever floats your boat. These are different idioms, which basically means that whichever way you want to go, whatever you like, you can go for it, but don't let that obsession with trying to sound smart, use smart words and sophisticated language hamper your fluency. Don't let it happen. Stick to the basics and build upon it, use plain language, use words and expressions you're comfortable with, and constantly learn new vocabulary, expressions, phraseology, build on it, build a house. Imagine your English knowledge being a house and you're building it layer upon layer of bricks, And remember, separate words aren't the bricks. Bricks are phrases and word combinations, word groups, So your friend is kind of right in a way, emphasizing the importance of phrases as such. However, let me reiterate once more. Don't let it discourage you from learning and improving, and don't let it get into your head and destroy your confidence and self-esteem by kind of making you believe or think that you're not a fluent speaker. You already know you are, and you can only move forward from now on, right? So that's my advice, and hopefully you'll act upon it and stay fluent and stay confident. See you. Bye.